Are you still going? That was a bust. Literally. Well, that was a mess. But I'm kind of a mess, so it's okay. It was actually a very good presentation. First impression of me. Oh gosh. Anyways, I actually did record the video, guys, but it ended up being like 40 minutes long. I was like, none of you have time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. For me. So, I'm doing another one. More organized, more well thought out. And, sorry, my roommates. She used the restroom. And we're gonna make it shorter, more to the point, more things I think you guys can relate to, more focused on that stuff. But my name's Pepper. Call me Pepper. See me on the street, say, hey Pepper, what's up? I'll be like, what's up? And I'll probably give you a hug because I'm a hugger. Anyways, should I say my clans? Yay! I'll do that in my intro video. Yeah. Which I should have made already, but oh well. Anyways, I'm gonna be sitting here on the ground, drinking coffee and water, telling you guys about my fitness journey so far. So I'm 21 years old. I just turned 21 like 2.5 weeks ago or something. I'm also a senior in college at Fort Lewis College. Hopefully no one stalks me. Please don't do that. It's not cool. Don't do that. Anyways, starting all the way to the beginning, which I feel was in 4th grade, honestly. 4th grade is when I started playing basketball. I played basketball for 7 years, 4th grade all the way to sophomore. That's 7 years, right? 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th. Yeah, 7 years. 7th grade, I joined track because I was pretty fast. When I was little, I was pretty fast, like sprinting wise. I always wanted to beat the boys. For those of you who don't know, I have 3 brothers, so I was like, ain't no competition. I'm still like that, But anyways, and then freshman year of high school, I actually did volleyball for the first time because 2 of my best friends at the time wanted me to do it, so I did it, and it was fun, but it didn't stick. But that year I also did basketball and track. Yeah. Sophomore year, like I said, volleyball didn't stick, so sophomore year of high school, I don't know if I said of high school, I didn't do volleyball. I actually became very curious of cross country. I don't know why I was so curious. I was like, I want to try it, so I did it. Dang, I was like really confident back then. Who does that? That's weird, because no one in my family really runners. My mom, she used to run marathons and stuff, but then one time she really hurt her ankle and then she kind of just stopped. And she wasn't like hella competitive or anything, so it's not like it was passed down to me. I don't know, it was weird. But that's when I got introduced to doing higher or any mileage. Because in track I was a sprinter and a hurdler. I've pretty much done every running event, and I'm not bragging. I think it's crazy. what my coach is thinking. They just freaking used me, huh? Just kidding. Anyways, I think it's important to tell you guys I did those sports, because in those sports I learned what my body could do, how fast I could be, how well I worked with others, my development of my mobility, my agility, you know, stuff of that nature. But I wasn't like really thinking about it. I was just learning it through my body. Does that make sense? That's weird. It sounds so weird, but I actually didn't start lifting, like lifting into my junior year of high school. I actually had to take this lifting class. What was it? It was called like personal health or something like that. And I hated it. I did not like it. I actually tried to transfer out. I wanted to take a choir class, and I couldn't do it because it messed with my math class. So that was a bust. So I ended up taking this class, and it was for a grade, so I kind of just like embraced it, I guess. I had that class with a couple of friends. My girl Stacy Baya, super funny girl. She was younger than me, but she was super cool, and I loved having class with her. Anyways, so I was kind of comfortable in that class. I also had my bro Shane, other bro Dalton, who's not really my bro anymore, but it's okay, but it's whatever. I feel like it's important to tell you guys that these people made me comfortable in that class. I really don't remember who else was in that class, but those are the main people I kind of talked to. Mostly Stacy. Stacy was always my partner. Anyways, in that class, I learned about muscles. I learned like where your traps are, your triceps, your biceps. Like I learned a lot in that class. But when I first started, guys, oh my gosh, I couldn't even lift the bar. So my point in saying that is, don't be scared to go in a gym and not know what you're doing. Like, we were all there at one point. Now I go to the gym and I'm comfortable. Like, I know what to do, I know what I want to do, I know what I have to do, but just know it takes time. So I took that class, and I also had, you know, other people around me who would help me with form, with what workouts I should be doing, like what they work out, and stuff like that. And obviously my teacher is going to help me. My teacher helped us. But then that was the first year I didn't do basketball, and it was super weird. But I also didn't mention throughout my whole life I was a stick. I was very skinny. I didn't gain weight until later in the story, but I was a stick. I couldn't gain any weight, and since I didn't do basketball and I got introduced to lifting, and I was told by football players that that's how you gain weight, I was like, let's get it. Let's get thick. Oh my gosh. Anyways, so the winter break, or the winter sports, the basketball, you know, when everyone's in basketball, a lot of people in my school did basketball, and I was one of those weird kids who don't. Okay, they're not weird kids, but they're just like, oh, they don't do basketball, whatever. But I didn't do basketball for a lot of reasons. The main one is because the JV coach was not a good person. Y'all know who went to my school and watching, y'all know she was just so mean and just yelling at everyone. I feel like she genuinely didn't like me. But I didn't like her either, so it's okay. Anyways, I decided not to do basketball because I didn't want to be around that negativity. Like, nah, like, I don't need that. Just kidding. But that winter break was the first time I started going lifting alone, which was so uncomfortable. Like, I would go to the gym, right? This small gym at my high school. It's small, like, and not everyone's hella fit or anything. We're high school students, like, you know, it's not. It's like everyone's like at that weird body stage. If you know what you know what I mean. But anyways, I would go, I would sign in, and I would do mostly compound lifts because that's all we really learned. And there'd be nothing but guys in there, and here I was, this little skinny girl, not really knowing what I'm doing, but you know, I had made a goal to gain weight. I mean, obviously I wanted a butt, but I didn't know what else I wanted. Like, I wasn't a huge fan of like doing upper body, but I wasn't like, but I've never really been one of those girls that's just like, oh, I don't want to do upper body, I don't want to give it. I was never really like that. I kind of just did it. I wanted to push my limits. I wanted to see how much I could bench and how much I could bicep curl and how much I could push press. So I was always down to try new things, but I've been like that my whole life, honestly. I'm still like that. I'm like really down to try new things. But anyways, so once I had made a goal to gain weight, I stuck with it. And I actually bought protein. I bought this woman focused protein. And that just did not even work. I didn't gain nothing. And I was just like forcing myself to eat because a guy, my high school boyfriend at that time, he was trying to gain weight too, and he was like telling me like, you have to eat a lot. And I was like, okay. So I would eat so much of good food, of like the school food. So I mean, it has to be good for you, right? That's kind of debatable, but so I would eat so much food to the point where I felt like I was about to throw up. And I was just like so determined to reach a goal. Like, I didn't care that I was sore. I didn't care that I had a goal every day. Like, I had time and energy. Ow, my nail. So I was gonna do it. So I was doing it. But I didn't gain any weight. I just got really, really toned and really lean because I was also still running, and I also started training for track season early. And then I ended up getting a track coach who really incorporated lifting, and he would push me. He would, because I was still taking that lifting class. It was like that lifting class I would take on like Monday, Wednesday, Fridays, and the days we would lift for practice were Tuesdays and Thursdays. So I was literally lifting every day. After that winter break, because that winter break I was lifting alone. I was like getting to know my body more. And so I remember this one time I was doing lat pull downs. You know that thing you pull down with your lats, your back muscles. I guess I was doing it wrong, and this guy came up to me and he showed me how to do it. He's like, you're kind of doing that wrong. And I was like, oh, okay. But like, I was embarrassed, obviously, but at the same time, like, every time I do that workout, guys, I think about what he showed me, what he told me, how he looked when I literally every time. And that was like almost 5 years ago. Like, I still think about it just because that dude helped me. You know, thank you, dude. I think you know who you are. But I mean, assuming you're watching this, you're probably not. But anyways, so there was definitely stages of awkwardness and stages of like forcing myself to eat to reach a goal. But you know, I don't know if I was doing supersets. I don't remember what I was doing. I'm pretty sure I wasn't doing supersets. I wasn't going hella heavy, but I was being consistent, and I was learning how to be consistent. And I was learning to be more comfortable in a gym that's just, you know, mostly full of guys. Anyways, fast forward to track season, I started lifting more weight because my coach, who now is my all-time favorite coach, he kept pushing me to go higher in weight. Because he knew I wanted to do good at state. And at state that year, I missed the podium for like 3 events. I barely missed the podium. And that sucked, obviously. That's back when I was still a sprinter. I was still a hurdler. And I just couldn't do it. I just, maybe if I had a couple more years, maybe if I started lifting earlier, I just couldn't do it that year. So, but the summer going into, oh, I also forgot to mention, I really think lifting helped me during cross-country season. My junior year is when I became my #1 runner, which was super weird because there was a couple older girls than me. But I honestly think lifting, because it made me stronger, it made me have more endurance. Like, I honestly feel like it really helped me, guys. That's the year I really, got good. All right. I don't know. I started placing and stuff, and it was super dope. But anyways, before that also, though, I was doing a lot of ab workouts on my own, and I was doing a lot of push-ups on my own. Guys, I used to do crazy amount of push-ups. I used to do 2 sets of 70 for 10 different ab workouts every night by myself in my room on the floor. That's crazy. I don't even do that now. I'm like, what the heck was I? But I think back then it was easier for me. Ow, my leg. I feel like when you're younger, you have more energy, as well as I weighed less. So back then it was different. But anyways, the summer going into senior year, I didn't lift at all. I don't remember. I don't think I lifted at all. I had 2 jobs at that time. I worked for the Sheep Spring Chapter House, and the movie theater. I had 2 jobs. It was never in my mind to get a gym membership. I don't know. I kind of just let go of that goal. I stopped taking protein. I forgot to say that. I didn't feel like it helped, so I stopped taking it. Anyways, I was still really lean and toned. Then senior year comes, I get a little faster for cross country, and I was the #1 runner again. I was actually the only senior my year that was in cross country. There was no one else in my grade who ran. I think there was one girl, but she never really showed up at practice, or maybe she quit. I don't remember. But I was always there. I was kind of seen as the leader, and it was really weird for me because I don't feel like I'm bossy. I don't know. It was super weird. But anyways, I took that lifting class again. I was getting stronger. I was upping in weight. I didn't see much of a difference. I was still just really toned. But I think it's because I was running a lot, and I also wasn't forcing myself to eat a lot anymore. I was just eating regular. Didn't do basketball again. I almost did it, but my track coach, he said, if you do basketball, I'm not coming back. And I was like, what? Anyways, so I didn't do basketball. Track season comes, and I ended up going into mid-distance runs, which is the 800, 1600, which is a mile. And I honestly just did it on a limb. My coach was straight up you're too slow for the sprinters, but you're too slow for a 2-miler, which I knew. So I was kind of let's do it. Let's try it. It's my last year. Anyway, so that's when I got introduced to mid-distance. My senior year of high school. It was kind of a little late, but oh well. Anyways, I was also lifting in track. That I had the same coach, so he was pushing me in lifting. We mostly do compound lifts, and for those of you who don't know, compound lifts are lifts that work out multiple muscles in your body. Bench, it works out your chest, as well as it can work out your triceps, and it works out your core. Squats works out your quads, butt, and core, lower back a little. They work different things. And those are the ones that you really kind of do powerlifting in. Those are the ones you kind of go heavy to get thick. Anyways, and then I ended up winning state for the 800, and that was awesome. I was really happy, and I think lifting really helped me. Like, I really do. I also got, what did I get? Oh, I got second in the mile, and I got third in the 400. So I finally got on the pedestal, but not only did I get on the pedestal, I won one of the races, and it was so dope. It was awesome, and I give all the credit to my coaches and my family, because without their support, I really wouldn't be nothing. But yeah, I'm gonna make a running video, because running was a huge part of my life, and I need to go more, and I feel like it deserves more in depth. If you guys want some stories, some bad stories, some good stories, some crazy stories, the reason why my running career has ended this year, you will get to know in that video. But okay, fast forward, guys. The summer going into freshman year, I went ham in the gym. I was there almost every day except Sunday. My local college gym at my hometown. I was there all the time, 2 hours, going heavy, pushing myself. Like, I think I hurt my back once because I was going too heavy. My lower back couldn't take the weight, like, because I was squatting. That was scary, but that's why form is so important, guys. I've hurt my back like 3 or 4 times, like bad, to the point where it was hurting for like a full week, and like I couldn't even like sit down right because it would hurt. But form is so important. That's why on my fitness page, when I describe each workout, I go like in depth of where your feet should be, what angle you should be, how low you should bend. Like, guys, like, I do that because I don't want any of you to get hurt. Like, I've learned the hard way. You will get hurt if your form is off, or if your form's off, you won't go as heavy as you can. You'll go too heavy, or you won't work the muscle you're trying to work. Like, form is everything. It really is. If you get one thing from this video, learn that form with lifting is everything. Okay, where was I? Anyways, I feel like that summer going into my freshman year of college was really when my body started changing. And honestly, I didn't even notice it at first at all. Like, I wasn't weighing myself. I wasn't forcing myself to eat hella. Like, I was just going every day, and I was pushing myself like hard. Like, the workouts I was doing back then were like harder than the ones I do now. Like, I went hard, guys. Like, I'm crazy, man. I don't even know. But like, when I have a goal, when I see something I want, I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna work for it. And I haven't got everything I wanted, and that's taught me life lessons. But I feel like you should try your absolute best when you want something. Don't give up. Don't go for a week, or don't go for literally. I've had people go for a day and then they'd be sore and be like, I don't want to go. I'm like, what were you expecting? You're gonna be sore. Just know that soreness means progress. When you start lifting and your body gets used to it and you're not sore, you're gonna wish you were sore. Because when you're sore, that means your muscles ripped. That means you get to feel those muscles with food, and then you get freaking muscle. Anyways, I don't want to go into the biology of it. Maybe I'll do that in a different video, because it's really important. I think it's important. I really like learning about the body. It's really fascinating to me. But anyways, so freshman year at my college, I ran for 3 years, cross country and track. Cross country came, and our mileage was a lot. Guys, my body was like in shock. Like, I was running so much, like the most I've ever ran in my life, and I was trying to stay with the team, and it was hard, and I honestly wasn't even sure if I wanted to run in college. If there was no scholarship, I'm pretty dang sure I wouldn't have ran. I was really stressed out too. I was trying to adapt to college life. Like, the schedules are different. Like, you get more free time and you're eating different foods, and I was really stressed out. That was the most stressed out I've ever been, but I was still going to the gym almost every day. And I was always exhausted. Like, I probably shouldn't have went to the gym that often. I pushed myself way too hard. But I noticed I was getting thicker. And then I finally weighed myself. And guys, I literally gained like 15-20 pounds. What the? In high school, I was like 105-ish. But when I weighed myself, I was like 126. Like, I gained a lot of weight, guys. And it was, like, for me, that's a lot. I felt heavy when I ran. Like, I looked totally different. Like, and I knew it wasn't all muscle, because, like, when I noticed when I start getting a little chubbier, my cheeks get chubbier. My cheeks are already chubby, like, when I smile. But I notice, I'm pretty sure it's not muscle when my face gets a little fatter. So, you know, it was really weird because I was running so much. You know, people have this myth in their head that if they run hella, they're gonna lose weight. But I was gaining weight. But I was also breaking out a lot because I was so stressed out. Like, it was just not good. It was not good at all. School was like, I had this one crazy teacher. Like, oh my gosh, like, she was crazy. She stressed me out so much. But anyways, that first semester of college was a lot on me mentally and physically. The second semester came, I was still lifting, but I also got injured pretty bad. I forgot what it's called, but it's like the side of your knee, like let me see if I can show you. Like right here. I hurt this thing, guys. I hurt that thing, and I was like trying to run because track's my favorite sport, and I was trying so hard to run and PR, and I never PR'd that year, and that really made me sad. It was a hard year. It really was. But I still lifted through it, and like I said, only reason I say I was eating differently is because the food I had in high school was different from the food at my college. But I was still trying. I remember I made it a habit to always eat spinach, always eat dark greens, just so I could have a little more nutrients. Like, I wasn't very knowledgeable of food. I'm still not really. I mean, I kind of am. At the same time, I'm kind of not. I've been like thinking about changing my the way I eat or what I eat. But anyways, that year was hard. Then the summer, oh yeah, that's the summer going into sophomore year. I didn't lift at all. I wanted to lose all that weight because I was gonna run again, and I was like, I don't like feeling heavy when I run. Like, I thought, you know, maybe I would just get used to the weight and I would get as fast as to where I was, but that didn't happen. So I ended up didn't lift the whole summer. Plus, that summer I worked for Wings of America, and maybe I'll explain that in a different video, or you can watch Tommy and Cal's YouTube channel. But that job requires a lot of traveling, and there was lack of access to a gym the entire summer, so it was pretty easy not to lift. I didn't really have a goal. I mean, my goal actually was to lose that weight, which is weird because I wanted to gain weight, but I wasn't gaining it in the way I wanted. I felt heavy, I felt ugly, like it did not feel good. But anyways, so I lost that weight. I got back down to like 110, 111, and then cross country came. I got injured. I was out for like 3 weeks. I got a adductor strain and hamstring tendonitis at the same time. So that really sucked because I was training too hard, which makes me so mad because I was just following my coach's training schedule, so I should have been fine, right? Don't even get me started. Anyways, So that year was kind of a bust for my running, honestly, and I'm not really a cross country girl, guys. Like, my body, I've been forcing my body to try to run longer mileage, and my body just like, nope. I mean, at the end of my running career, I kind of was getting used to it, but I'll go into that later. Anyways, I was still lifting kind of by myself. And that's when Cal came too, when he wanted to gain weight. So, wait, was that the year he came? No, that wasn't the year he came. Never mind. I was going by myself still. But anyways, I was still eating at the college here. So I was still kind of eating the same things. I was really just getting my meats and my spinach, and like if there was like corn or potatoes, I would get that. But I was also, guys, fun bad fact, I am a huge sweet tooth. I love ice cream, I love chocolate, I love cinnamon rolls, I love brownies, guys. I love sweets. So ever since I was a little girl, it's not good. My coffee, oh no, my phone. My coffee is so sweet, guys. It's bad. But anyway, so my diet wasn't always clean. It's still not clean. I was eating ice cream the other night. I'm not one of those people that's just like always eating healthy. If you think that, like, oh shoot, I remember one time in high school, I don't know why I was carrying around an ice cream tub, but I was. And I was eating it. I was kind of just like walking around like eating it, and this girl was like, Sarah, you eat ice cream? And I was like, yeah. And she was like, I thought you just eat healthy stuff. And I was like, you thought? But don't think I'm like hella like disciplined in my food area, because I'm really not. Oh my gosh, I'm already at 30 minutes. Okay, I'm almost done, I think. So I was kind of just getting my basic needs because I was trying to get faster, obviously. And then I was still going by myself. The track season of, I'm on sophomore year, right? On sophomore year, I was still lifting by myself, but I wasn't pushing myself, guys. I wasn't upping in weight this whole entire time because I didn't want to get big. I wanted to stay lean so I can be faster in running. Again, I was trying to get ready for track. I'm pretty dang sure I got injured again. Like, it was not good at all. But during track, our coach then, he would make us do lifting sometimes. So it was very lightweight, and he honestly didn't know what he was doing anyways. Like, he would I'll tell you guys that story some other time, but oh my gosh, he was just not someone I knew too. I knew I couldn't trust this man with like lifting, like, and my teammates would listen to him, and I'm like, you guys are not doing that right. Like, that man's not telling you how to do it right. Like, anyways, I want to tell you guys the stories, but this video is already really long. But anyways, summer going to junior year, I also worked for Wings again, so it was really hard to lift. That's when me and Cal got really close. So, and then Cal came here junior year, he also ran, so we weren't lifting hella, but we were going consistently. Again, I wasn't going up in weight. I kind of just stayed the same. But we would do abs, like, we would do back, triceps, like stuff that I feel like a lot of people don't really work, or a lot of girls, I should say. They don't really like working on upper body, but I love working on upper body. I love getting like tone. Ew, I just flexed. Gross. But anyways, so junior year wasn't much different at all. Like, me and Cal, we would go. He's really determined. Side note, Cal, like, I've trained a couple people, guys, but Cal is the only one who's really stuck and who's just really determined. He's gonna reach his goal. Like he wants to gain hella. He wants to get some gains. And, you know, I'm a girl, so my goals are kind of different from his. But, you know, I've been researching. Because I really do train him. I tell him what sets to do. I tell him how heavy to go. Like, and he's like, I mean, it's been like a year now, so I see him gaining knowledge and upping in weight by himself, and I'm so proud. So proud of him. And that's a huge reason why I started my fitness page. I've been wanting to do this for a while. Because I just want to help people grow and be confident. I want all you guys to be healthy and happy, and I want you to know what you're doing so you don't get hurt. Like, I think people think I post to flex and stuff, and I really don't. Like, I love your guys' compliments. Thank you so much. Thank you for the confidence. Thank you. But honestly, I wish more people would ask me questions so I can help them. So the girls who say they want to look like me, I want to help you. Like, you know, everyone's goal is different, and everyone's journey is gonna be different. Like me and Cal's, we were gonna gain weight. We still want to gain weight in the right way, in the right muscles. But there's a lot of people who want to lose weight, and so their journey is gonna be different. So that's why, like, this my journey is, I feel like, is different than most, because I'm small and I'm petite. I'm only 5'3" right now. I weighed myself yesterday and I weigh like 117. But my weight fluctuates, guys, depending on if I ate that day, and yours will too. You should have like a range that you're always in if you're weighing yourself. Anyways, junior year was a bust. Like, I honestly think it was the most fit I've ever been. Like, I just wasn't PRing, and that really made me mad, because I did every single workout I was supposed to do, and I wasn't PRing, and it really sucked, honestly, because running took a lot of my time and energy, and I wasn't getting much better, and it made me so mad, and it was just not good for me mentally. And a thing I didn't mention to you guys through this fitness journey is that, oh my gosh, this video is gonna be 40 minutes long again. I went through a lot of personal hardship throughout my fitness journey, and honestly, lifting and running really helped me through those hard times. When you run and you lift, or if you do physical exercise, you're letting endorphins out, and you're making yourself tired. And you know, I would push myself so hard, guys. Like, I don't know if I want to talk about that stuff yet, but I'm willing to, just if it helps any of you. Like, if you're going through depression or suicidal thoughts, and if you're going through stuff with family, if you're stressed about money, if you have anxiety, like I feel you, dude. Like it's a lot. And the stuff that lifting and my fitness journey has taught me mentally is so much more than the physical. It's so much more. Like, we're all gonna get old, and we're gonna get wrinkly, and we're gonna get ugly. But your mind, your soul I'm getting hella deep, but that's just how I am, guys. I get hella deep. But I feel like it's really important to say, like, what you learn mentally, what you learn commitment, you learn consistency, you learn self-discipline, you learn all these really great virtues while you go throughout your fitness journey. And I know that like, shit happens. Like, you guys go through shit. Like, if you have kids, or if you have a full-time job, like, it's hard to get in the gym and do that stuff, and it's okay to take a break, but realize, like, this is your health. This is so important. Like, go for a walk, like, go for a little jog, like 20 to 30 minutes. Like, start out slow. Like, start doing body weight stuff. I want to start doing body weight stuff on my channel, just for the people who, you know, want to kind of see where they're at. Like, the other day, oh gosh, the other day, I tried to do a pull-up, and I can only do one, and I used to be able to do like 12, guys. Like my strength and my fitness journey has just been all over the place. But now that I'm not running, my goals are they're really different, and I want to change how I eat, and it's exciting. I'm happy. I'm honestly, this is the happiest I've been in a long time. Like, I haven't seen nothing but pros from not running. Like, I liked running for a bit, but my experience in running in college really was not good, and it wasn't even healthy, and I wasn't improving, and it was just not. So a lot of things are different now. I don't really know what I want now, and if you don't know what you want and you're trying to figure out your goals, just really think about it. Really think hard about it, because that's like the first thing you need to do, is to decide what your goal is. Whether it's to lose fat, whether it is to gain muscle. And I'll talk more about body proportions, because I honestly feel like, guys, like, it's an illusion. And I'll explain that later. But, you know, now I'm just here. I've been lifting. I took a month off, honestly, just because I didn't want to pay for membership. And now I have an internship and a job, and I have classes, and it's kind of different this year, and I like that. I like that fact. I didn't like, but you know, I'm figuring out my goals, and thank you so much for the compliments. And I truly believe that all of you can reach your goals. You know, don't be scared. Honestly, like, all those good ass looking people in the gym, they started like you. They started like me, couldn't even lift the bar. So don't go to the gym thinking people are gonna judge you. I really don't think so. I met some nice people at the gym. I met some pervy people too, but mostly nice people. Don't be scared to look silly. Like, this is life. You're gonna be humiliated. I'm clumsy and I'm ditzy and I'm just, oh my gosh, I don't know about myself sometimes, guys. But it's better just to learn to laugh at yourself. And if someone corrects you, like that guy did to me in high school, take it into consideration. Don't get embarrassed and don't get mad, don't get sad. I'm always like that, low-key. When I see a guy doing something wrong, I'm like, should I say something? I was like, is it gonna be weird because I'm a girl, you know? Like, you guys watching, you should let me know, because I don't want anyone to get hurt, and I want them to reach their goals. So I'm like, should I say something? But I usually never knew, because I don't want to hurt no one's feelings. But just know that you're gonna have to start, and the hardest part is stepping out of the door and going to the gym, and that's like half of it. You know, if you really want to change, you gotta change some, boo. You have the power to change something. If you realize you're not happy with your health, physical and mental, like, some needs to change. Some needs to change. And just know that I believe in every single one of you. I really, really do. Like, from the bottom of my heart. I'm gonna be more consistent with my fitness page. I want to be more interactive with you guys. I want you guys to be comfortable talking to me. People keep telling me I can't even talk. People keep telling me I'm intimidating. I'm like, I'm nice. I'm super nice, guys. But I'm also a little social awkward, for reasons I'll probably explain in a different video. But I'm super nice. If you guys have any questions, honestly, like, just ask me. I'm not gonna be like, like, I'm super nice. I'm super welcoming. I'm honestly a hugger. Like, I'll answer your questions as the best as I can. I'm still learning too. Like, I'm here to help. I really am. I'm actually really super chill. So don't be scared. Don't be scared. It's okay. You're gonna be okay. But that's my fitness journey so far. I'm sorry this video was so long. If you're still here, then thank you. But I hope you guys have a great day, or a great night, or a great evening, or a great afternoon. And stay tuned for more videos. I want to be more consistent. I've just been trying to get my schedule down, because it's kind of weird right now. It's really weird. But thanks for watching. And until next time.